To another matter, a very different matter, the upgrade of the Bruce Highway. Tony Abbott's committed the coalition to providing $6.7 billion over the next decade. He's announced that this morning in Mackay, and then before that I spoke to the Infrastructure Minister and Deputy PM, Mr Albanese, on that front as well.
We will get the Bruce Highway fixed. We will spend $2.6 billion more than the Labor government because we are committed. We won't just talk about it, we will actually get it done. And on this particular subject, I'm very proud and very pleased to be far more of a Queenslander than Kevin Rudd will ever be.
If you look at the projects that they've listed, they add up to nothing like the amount of money that they're talking about. They add up to far less than that because all they've done is take the projects that we announced in April. They've had 6 years, Kieran, to work on a policy.
And let's go live to Mackay now. Joel Philp, our reporter, was there at that news conference. Joel, Mr Abbott he said it a number of times that he wants to be the infrastructure Prime Minister. He used that line a few times, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's a nice little line there, Kieran, but of course, this event we saw this morning brought out a number of different dignitaries from all across the state. It's an indication of just how important the Bruce Highway is for Queensland, but also how much of a draw card this will be for the coalition, one of the big ticket items for Queensland really come the upcoming federal election. Now, of course, Warren Truss has also called this the most important infrastructure announcement that's ever been made on the Bruce Highway. Another big call there by the coalition. As you've said, there's $6.7 billion. That trumps the federal government's figure of $4.1 billion, but there's been a lot of questions coming from the state government and, as you said there, the federal government about exactly where this money is coming from, exactly what it means. The state government has previously criticised the money provided by the federal government for being not fresh money, indeed tied up within GST and problems like that. However, the Premier Campbell Newman seems to be endorsing this higher figure that's been provided by the opposition. Now, we'll see exactly where this money is split up from and where it comes from as we analyse these projects in the coming hours, but 70 projects in total to be worked on across the Bruce Highway. Of course, this highway is a very dangerous and notoriously dangerous highway, but it also runs through 11 electorates here in Queensland. Many of them are marginal. We're currently in one of the marginal LNP electorates held by only 2.1%. And indeed, the last time Tony Abbott was up here in North Queensland, Kevin Rudd wasn't Prime Minister, and it was a very different ball game for the opposition and for Labor. Labor's definitely on the attack now, and it seems there'll be lots of time spent from both sides of politics here in the coming weeks. From here, Tony Abbott heads to Rockhampton, and the Prime Minister Kevin Rudd will be darting up to Mackay after that. However, it doesn't look like either of them will actually be taking the Bruce Highway on this trip. They'll cross paths somewhere probably on the Queensland coastline, about a kilometre in the air on their private jets. It seems that this highway, there's not quite enough time for our politicians trying to get to these very crucial marginal electorates for them to be spending actually driving the road that they're spruiking the upgrades of.
Joel Philp, thank you very much for that.